how do I build an online membership forum where I can take all these gold nuggets that I'm getting, put them into bits and pieces of content, and just basically say, hey guys, for X number of bucks a month, I'm interested in giving you access to all this, and I'm also interested in doing a, once a week, every other week, live Q&A for the whole forum. I would love to do that. I think it'd be a lot of fun and a lot of interesting input, like one huge mastermind. And so I don't know if I've clarified that well. Does that make sense, Jocelyn?
Yes, it does. And just do that. I mean,
right, yeah,
you know what to do.
We just looked at each other and we were like, just do that, man.
No, but like the way I see this working is sort of like a pendulum, okay? So like right now you're on one side of it and you want to be on the other side, but like you can't just cut off the one side because that's not going to work. That's your source of income, okay?
You gotta swing back.
So I think what you're going to have to do is start like baby stepping, just like you said, okay? So like right now you're going to take down your amount of live coaching that you're doing. You're going to do some more of that on video. You're going to do some more of that, online somehow. And then I think at the same time, once you get some of those hours back, you're going to start building this other end, which you're going to invite your live coaching, your live consulting clients to. They're going to see that membership at your beta rate. They get like a special rate because they've been your customers before. You're going to start building that content, building that community. And then at the same time, when you continue to build some more of that margin in, you're going to invite more people in at maybe a reduced rate because they're not doing the live coaching part with you. But that's how you're going to start building up that other. And so that's how it's going to swing from one side to the other. You're just going to have to do it in stages, but you know exactly what to do. I mean, you just outlined it.
You just have to do it. And like another thing too is like one thing that is a danger zone for almost all entrepreneurs is like all entrepreneurs are content machines. This is kind of a no sugar moment here. Like that's not the special thing about you. Okay. Like a lot of people create a lot of content, but they don't create a lot of revenue off of that content because they're totally focused on the content. So you start thinking, well, I'm going to build this membership and I got to get people into this content. I got to get them into all this stuff that I've created. I can tell you right now that 90% of the action in our coaching community does not take place in our courses or content, even though they're world class. That's not where it is. People want to talk. People want to ask. People want to listen and ask questions and be in a community. So you're so focused, I think, on all these chunks of content in your puzzle box that you're missing the corners. The corners are a forum where your people can talk. You already have a bunch of guys or a bunch of business owners that could go talk to each other right now. You could start seeding this if you would just open the community to the forum. You said something else interesting too. You have a podcast for your clients. Is that public or only clients can get to it? So originally the goal was that it would be private, and then we just didn't have the time to figure out how to do that. So we just made it public. Okay, perfect.
Now it's its own channel though.
Is it on iTunes?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. I think you need all this content you're talking about is just released into the world. This is not about the content. It's not in this specific thing. Some memberships are about the content, like our education businesses. That's why people are there, is to get the content, the tool to go use at their workplace, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's not what this is for. This is for, you're trying to build a community around your leadership, a thriving community with a culture where people are moving in the same direction with the same values. And all you have to do is open the door and start charging. You could even take all the people you're in it right now as a part of their monthly package and just add that in. And as you phase out these, driving to one-on-one meetings, go more to the Skype coaching. As you phase out these one-on-ones and you get more into the group coaching, you can charge a lot more for your one-on-one time. But then all these other people that are listening to your podcast, that are consuming your content on your WordPress website, are going to move. They can be funneled into these forums where you can say, ask me anything you want. Show up at the Q&A, and now you're reaching 100 people instead of one person one-on-one.
You just listened to an excerpt from this week's Flip Lifestyle podcast. To listen to the full podcast, complete with the show notes, photos, and links mentioned in the show, click the link on the description below. You can click on these to listen to Shane and Jocelyn answer other important questions about online business from this week's guest. For updates on future episodes, make sure you click subscribe.